Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Oshina. In this video, I'm going to be sharing all of the 2022 releases that I am interested in, / excited about, / I want to get ARCs for, or pre-order, or all the things. There's a lot of good books coming out next year. And when I was like looking for books and like looking at my Goodreads and stuff, most of these books come out between January and June, so there's not a ton of releases being shown past June because it's a little early, I guess. So I might do another one of these videos like halfway through the year, talking about all of the books coming out from like July to December kind of thing. But yeah, these are all of the books. There's a lot coming out like on the same day, which is interesting. So there's like popular days this year, it looks like. I think all of these are Christian books except for one or two, but yeah, they should all be Christian books, so I'm excited. A lot of them are authors that I know that I like, or just like the cover is interesting, or what the book is about is interesting, so you know. So I'm going to be showing pictures of the covers, and I won't describe the books too much, maybe just like a little bit of a quick little thing, but it's not going to be that detailed because there is a lot of books, so I'm going to go through these. Okay, the first one is called Sunrise by Susan May Warren, and this comes out January 4th, so pretty soon. And I have not read a Susan May Warren book in a while, and she used to be one of my favorite authors. I just kind of got swept up in all of the other authors that I've been discovering, but she has some really solid Christian contemporary romance series, and she's written one of my favorite books of all time. So this is her new series. I think it's the Sky King Ranch series, and I think 2 books in the series come out this year. So Sunrise comes out January 4th, and then Sunburst comes out June 1st. So if that, you know, stays the same, she's got 2 books coming out in this series. So Sunrise follows a pilot. He had like a falling out with his family, so he like left. I think it's set in Alaska. So he left to go be a pararescue jumper, and then something happens and he ends up coming back home. It's drama that happens with his family because he was supposed to inherit their like pilot business or something, and then he has an old flame that still lives there in Alaska, and stuff happens from there. So I'm hoping that it's really good. I haven't read anything new from Susan May Warren in a long time, so I am really interested. And then I haven't even read what Sunburst is about. Love the cover of it though. That is the first one. The next one is called Life Flight by Lynette Eason. This also comes out January 4th. This one I'm excited about. I have an ARC of it, so you know, January 4th. That's really soon. I don't think I'll be able to read it before then, but you know, in a perfect world I would. We've got a flying theme here. This is about a helicopter pilot. It's a woman, so that's exciting, and it follows like a serial killer problem, I think. And I think they crash in the wilderness and they have to survive. I have my computer open over here, and sometimes I like to like just skim it and not really have a full synopsis in my head because I like to be surprised. So anyways, look at that difference. Okay, really quick, I cut my own hair. I straightened like this part of it, and look at, that's way longer. Like, I'm gonna have to fix that. I literally didn't notice it. Wow, because I'm like, my head is straight. Anyways. Okay, the next one is called The Girl Who Could Breathe Underwater by Erin Bartels. So this one looks really interesting, and it's supposed to be Christian. I think it's published by Rebel. So this one follows a girl who like goes to her grandma's cabin. Oh, grandpa's cabin. Weird stuff happens. And like, is it magical realism? Because can she breathe underwater? I don't know. But super curious about this one. I'm gonna prioritize it because I just like really want to know what it's about. Okay, next is Meet Me in the Margins by Melissa Ferguson. This comes out February 15th. And I tried to read The Cul-de-sac War by this author, and I DNF'd it because I didn't like the writing or the characters. But this one has just like a lot of marketing around it, and I like the cover, and I want to give it a try. I think possibly just, I don't know. I mean, it's her newest release, so maybe it'll be her best work. And it's like a romance, so that sounds nice. And yeah, I want to give it a try. I'll probably wait until I hear some reviews come out about it and like see what it's about and see like what people are saying to decide whether I will read it. So yes. Okay, this next one comes out February 22nd. It's called The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie. Don't know if I said that right. This is a YA. It's not Christian at all, but look at that cover. I hope you're looking at it right now. It blew me away. I was like, that's one of the most beautiful books I've ever seen. Either way, it's a fantasy, and I just love the cover. Like, honestly, I hope that it's good. I think this is also her debut, so yeah, I'm hoping that it does well, and it's written by an Asian author, so that's cool, and I want to read it possibly. So we shall see. I'm interested to hear reviews for that one. This next one comes out February 22nd. It's The Letter from Briarton Park by Sarah E. Ladd. Yes. So this book, it's historical, but it's not based on an event. It's just set in Regency, England. And it follows a girl who was adopted, I'm pretty sure, and then on her parents' deathbed, they give her a letter that like talks about her real family, and so they send her to this to Briarton Park, and she discovers more about her family and her history and stuff. So I don't know, it sounds good. And then of course there's a romance too. So oh, I think I was wrong. It comes out March 1st, not February 22nd, if I said that wrong. Okay, the next one comes out April 5th, and this is called The Master Craftsman by Kelli Stuart. This is also historical fiction. There's some historicals that are coming out that I actually am interested in, so I think I've said this before, but that's not my favorite genre to read from, but there are some ones out there that I really like, and I'm totally open to reading more, but I just never grabbed for them. So anyways, this one is set in 1917, and it's actually a dual timeline, which also I don't really like, but this one sounds promising to me just because it's about missing treasure, and so in the past storyline you follow what the treasure was doing, and it follows Russian history, which is really interesting. And then it says 3 generations later, world-renowned treasure hunter Nick Lane is sick and fears the secret of the missing egg, oh yeah, the egg is the treasure, will die with him. With time running out, he entrusts the mission of retrieving the egg to his estranged daughter Ava, who has little idea of the dangers she is about to face. Sounds good to me, and if there's a romance in there, I'll be happy. So yeah, I don't know, I'm interested to hear reviews of that one. Okay, this next one, I'm so excited. All That It Takes by Nicole Deese. It comes out April 5th as well. Oh, dude. Okay, I literally just read the next part. It's kind of like a sequel to All That Really Matters. I literally didn't know that because, right, okay, sorry, I'm maybe not prepared for this. So All That Really Matters, I read that in 2021. It follows a fashion influencer, Instagram influencer, and she has a romance, but her brother is a pastor, and this book, All That It Takes, follows her brother's romance, which is really fun. Okay. Yay. Okay. Okay, so I'm really excited about that. Also, it has a beautiful cover, so can't wait. I missed one. This comes out February 8th. How could I have missed it? Wow. It's The Lady's Mine by Francine Rivers. Yeah. And I got an ARC for it. I literally didn't think I would get approved for it. I requested it on NetGalley a week or so ago, and I thought I'll just try. I've been denied for books before, and because this one is so popular, or because Francine Rivers is a big author, I didn't think that I would get approved for it, but I did. So yeah, I have the ebook of this. So excited. Wow. So this is also historical. It's set in the 1800s, 1875, and it's following a woman primarily, and she moves to this town, and it's kind of the people she meets. There's still issues with women's rights and stuff, so people don't take her seriously, but she's a really strong-willed woman, and she also has a romance, and I can't wait to see the themes that she explores in this. Francine Rivers is so good at exploring different biblical themes. So yeah, not a huge fan of the cover, gonna be honest, but I have an ebook, so it doesn't matter. But I probably will buy the book eventually. Okay, this one actually interests me. So this is called The Souls of Lost Lake by Jaime Jo Wright. I've only read one other book by her, and I gave it 3 stars. I think that the dual timeline just messed me up. I don't really like dual timeline, but this one does sound really good. So in the present time, it follows this camp, this youth camp, and someone goes missing in it, and then it leads to what happened in the past in 1930 on the same land as the camp, I think. Wright, and it like is around this lake. So yeah, the cover is really cool looking, so I'm also interested because of that. And again, I'll want to hear reviews of it to see if I'll like it. This comes out April 5th. Okay, this one I'm really excited about. It's called The Bodyguard by Katherine Center. It's her newest book coming out. Comes out July 19th, so here's a July book. And it's about, okay, I do like reading about, like, books about a famous person. So the woman is the bodyguard and then the guy is the famous person, and I just think it's gonna be really good. So yeah, and also Katherine Center just really impresses me with her writing. So even though that sounds like maybe a shallow description, I think that it will still be good because it's Katherine Center. And also I just like that, so I think it'll be great. Another one that comes out April 12th is called Relative Justice by Robert Whitlow. I've never read from this author before, but he writes kind of like, he writes suspense, and this one looks like it's going to be a legal suspense because it's about a lawyer, but it's Christian, which is really, really cool. So there's some kind of case that this lawyer is working on, and I don't know, but this is one of the books that I was just like looking at Thomas Nelson's new release website, and this one interested me, so I added it to my Goodreads. And I do like legal thrillers, especially if they're Christian, because then like the good always wins, you know? So, okay, also the third book to the Quantico something trilogy by Nancy Mehl comes out June 14th. Really cool cover for this one. And yeah, it's the third book, so I haven't even started this yet, but it's on my radar because I do want to read this trilogy eventually. Another one is Much Ado About a Latte by Kathleen Fuller. I'm all over the place. It comes out January 4th. I didn't put these in order, obviously. What a cute title, and what a cute cover. I just recently talked about my 2021 releases that are on my TBR that I wish that I read. So I mentioned the first book in this series, and I just think the covers are so cute. So yeah, it follows a love story, probably something kind of fluffy and sweet, but I definitely want to read it. So yeah, I just really like the covers, I think. If you've ever read Kathleen Fuller, let me know how her romances are. Another one January 4th, my bad. Okay, Never Leave Me by Jody Hedlund. Okay, this I think either is the second book or not, but whatever. To take me, I'm out of it, it's fine. So this is book 2 to the Waters of Time series, and the covers, like this cover is just amazing. So I haven't even read about what this is about, but I just saw, oh, there's a sequel to Come Back to Me, so I added it. Okay, this one might be getting off the list. It comes out May 3rd. It's called By the Book by Jasmine Guillory, and it technically is like a sequel to Meant to Be, or no, If the Shoe Fits. It's the Meant to Be series, and different authors are writing in it. So If the Shoe Fits is by Julie Murphy, and I'm interested in that one. I've heard that it's clean, but this one, it sounded good, but then I realized that this author also wrote The Wedding Date. I won't bother putting up the cover, but The Wedding Date I just heard was quite steamy. And so I feel like if an author writes anything steamy ever, they usually always do in their books, so I feel like this book won't be clean. So I think I'm actually not anticipating it anymore. But there you go, it was on my list, now you know. And that is it. So sad thing to end on, but that's okay. So that took a while. It was kind of all out of order, but it doesn't matter. So many books coming out January 4th. So it's not possible for me to read all of them. I did get some ARCs in this list, so very thankful for that. And it's gonna be great. And yeah, there's that one book that comes out in July, but then other than that, all of the books on my Goodreads so far, none are coming out after that. So we'll see what other books pop up and if they're interesting to me. But yeah, I hope that you got some ideas for what you might be interested in next year. I do have most of these books in my new releases bookshelf on Goodreads, so if you want to check that out to see more and stuff, it will be in the description. And that is everything from me. So thank you for watching, you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.